Hey guys, welcome back to another plan with me. This week I'm planning from August 26th to September 1st, and I'm using this True Crime Detectives kit from Caress Press. And I chose this kit for this week because honestly, this was a really fucking shitty week, and I feel like being murdered would also make a week really shitty, so it just made sense in my mind. I had absolutely no other kit in mind. Well, actually, that's sort of a lie. I had plans to see Avril Lavigne on Thursday, but those plans fell through. And so I was going to use the Scribble Prince Co. like emo kit that had recently come out. But since we didn't go, I wasn't about to waste that kit on this shitty ass week. And to be completely honest, I was very, very close to not filming this and just planning this off camera because this week was a disaster, and actually filming it was a disaster as well. I don't know what happened, but you will see. I did click record for Monday. No idea what happened to that. And then I guess maybe an alarm went off or a reminder went off. Something happened to my phone to like get me off track. And so what ended up happening is both Monday and Tuesday are not recorded. The footage just, I don't think, so I think the recording stopped on Monday, and then I pressed record when I thought I was pressing stop, and then pressed stop when I thought I was pressing record. So yeah, we're missing 2 whole days. So already I'm just like, why even post this? Just so many awful things happened this week. I had a really stressful day at work. Stressful week. This was a bad week at work, let me tell you. Also, another thing I messed up that you will see is on Thursday, I removed the full box to put it on my sidebar. I meant to remove it from Friday because Friday I had 11 things to mark, and on Thursday I only had 8, which is a normal amount to do with a full box. So I screwed myself over, and I don't have undo still on my list of things to get. I just keep forgetting. But by the time I noticed my mistake, all of those stickers were down on Thursday, and I was not about to rip all of those up. So it is what it is. I think it looks okay. It looks passable. But anyway, back to the shitty week. I didn't go to the concert on Thursday. And then just something happened that I'm not going to speak about, which I know is annoying, but I could either just not post this entire video or just omit a little personal life information. And also, I got tackled this week, like to the ground. It was a whole fucking thing. And on top of that, I was still recovering from COVID. I was negative, but I still felt very weak. I was having trouble breathing. It was hard to stay awake. I was very fatigued. So everything this week was just shit. The only good thing about this week is the reason why I have decided I have to post this video no matter what a shit fest it is, because if you have been with me for the last 2 years, then you know I have been desperate to get rid of this stupid fucking Nissan that I basically got literally got tricked into taking. I don't think I have enough time to even explain all of the awful things that happened this week, but just for a little background on this stupid car, it's a piece of shit, and it was my grandmother's boyfriend's old car. And he took it to the dealership to trade in, but they were only going to give him $100 for it, which tells you something right fucking there. But anyway, she knew that my car was on its last legs, and so she was like, oh my gosh, you should take this car. It's an amazing car. It's in fabulous condition. It just needs to be cleaned. Huh. I had it detailed and still needed to deep clean it. That's how fucking filthy this car was. But anyway, I was like, well, when was it last serviced? Blah, 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 blah. And she told me it had just been serviced recently, like a couple weeks ago. She told me it passed inspection, so it was good on inspection for 2 years. And she said it's a great car and all, this, that, the other. I'm sorry, this is going to be a long story. And so I said, honestly, I'm not comfortable taking the car. I've never driven it before. It's only a year or two newer than my car. Like, I don't want to take on another piece of shit. And she's like, no, it's a great car. And then I was like, yeah, I'm just going to pass. So then she comes back to me later that day and she's like, you know what? Why don't you just take the car? You don't have to put it in your name or anything. Just drive it around and see what you think. So I'm like, okay, fine. So my uncle and his boyfriend go pick up the car from where my grandmother was living with her boyfriend at the time. Then I drive an hour to meet them to pick up the car. And it's filthy, it's disgusting, it's gross. We later find out that it has multiple leaks, it's rusted to shit, all of these things are wrong with it. It's just a piece of garbage. But before we discovered all that, I get a call from my grandmother and she's like, Nick is freaking out. He's yelling at me. You have to put the car in your name immediately. And I was like, what? What? No, I haven't even driven it. Like, I haven't even gotten it detailed yet, let alone sat in it. It was too disgusting to sit in. And so I was like, absolutely not. And she was like, look, if you just put it in your name, because she will do anything for her boyfriend. It's sick. She's one of those women who does whatever their man, wants them to do. So anyway, she's like, look, if you just put it in your name, he just really needs it out of his name. You don't have to put it on your insurance. I will put it on my insurance. So I was like, fine. So now they have tricked me into putting this car under my name. And the title was a whole thing too. Like, they lied to me at first and said the title wasn't in the car. Then he said it was in the car. I checked, it was not in the car, which also, who puts a title in the car? That's a terrible place to put it. I had to end up getting the title, this, that, the other. I pay to get it under my name. Now I have this, now I legally own this piece of shit car. And the day I put this car in my name, you want to know what my grandmother says? I can't put it in under my insurance. You have to put it under yours. I'm sorry, what? I'm sorry, what? So yeah, I got essentially scammed by my own fucking grandmother into owning this car. And the cherry on top is when I last saw her a couple weeks ago, I told her I finally sold it this week. That's why I'm doing this plan with me. I sold the fucking car. It's finally out of my name. I didn't even break even after insuring it for 2 years. But she has the nerve to go, I don't even know why. She said, why on earth did you take that car in the first place? I could have strangled her 90-year-old neck. Why did I take, I all but jumped across the table to kill her. Why did I take the car? Because you fucking tricked me into taking it. You lied to me, told me it was a great car. You lied to me, told me I didn't have to put my name on it. Then once the car is in Philadelphia, you say I do have to put it in my name. Then you lie to me about the insurance. Why do you think I took the car? Because my grandmother tricked me into taking the piece of shit car. And then I found out that the reason why Nick wanted the car out of his name so badly was because he had so many tickets associated with this car that he thought in his stupid little pea brain that if he gave the car to me, that he would no longer owe money for the tickets. Did he really think that the tickets are attached to the car? Did he really think that now I would be responsible for all his fucking traffic violations? Moron. That's not how it works. So I hope he got fined out the ass for not paying those tickets. What a piece of shit. I hate this man. I've hated this man since the day I met him. Anyway, that's that. And then the other thing I guess worth mentioning is I'll keep this one brief, but I went to a party on Sunday against my better judgment. I was this close. To skipping the party. But then I said to Joe, I was like, look, I'm very tired. I've been around people all fucking weekend because his two best friends were in town with all their kids. It was a nightmare. I was like, if we stay at this party for a couple hours and I'm ready to leave, can we leave? And he said, yes, absolutely. So it's the only reason why I went. And when I went to this party, the host, this girl, she's very nice, but if you saw my plan with me months and months ago where I got whacked in the face with a fucking burrito during a game night, yeah, that was her too. She fucking chucked it at my head. Anyway, this girl who probably has like 40 pounds on me, I don't even know how to explain it. Basically, I was like, singing along to some music with everybody, whatever. I'm facing this way. And then all of a sudden, from the back of me, something torpedoes the center of my back. I ended up with like maybe whiplash. I don't know because I've never had whiplash before, but my neck was in so much pain for a week after this happened. My entire back was bruised. My legs were bruised, but I didn't even know what hit me. So basically what I found out happened is this girl fell. She fell into me and a table. The table then fell on me as well. The corner of the table hit my back, and then everybody's drinks that were on this table fell on me. I was in so much pain. I was in shock because I didn't see it coming, and it was like, it was intense. Like, I feel like someone attacked me. And I was in so much pain. I was trying not to cry. And in order to, like, I didn't want everybody to feel bad. Like, it was really awkward, obviously, because I had just been, oh, sorry, there's the dryer. But anyway, I had just basically been run over. So in order to keep myself from crying and in order to, like, not make it awkward, I took way too many shots and ended up having the worst hangover of my fucking life on Monday. So it was just did I mention it was such a bad week? It was such a bad week. I'm so glad it's over. But anyway, a bunch of other shit happened this week that I'm sure I'm forgetting to mention, but we don't have time for that. So let's just move on to the day by day, and I'm sure I'll end up on some random tangent at some point. But I'm going to do Monday and Tuesday as quickly as possible because there's no footage for that. But the first thing on Monday I marked with a Coffee Monsters Co. bus was that I got stuck behind so many buses, school buses, city buses. It was awful. And then I got to my apartment and there was no parking, and I didn't understand because there's always parking at this hour. There was no parking. So that was pissing me off. I had to drive around and find a spot. Then with this Fox and Cactus sticker, I marked that I worked remote. With a Stella Bow Sticker Co. Tissue sticker, I marked that I was still testing positive for COVID. With an icon from the kit, I marked that I had to reschedule my orthodontist appointment because I had COVID. With this Prairie Planner, I think. This sticker, I marked that I finished pulling. Then I planned, and I used an Olive Studio sticker to mark that. With a Rabbit Hole Sticker Co., I think, sticker, I marked that I watched the movie Stay, which was just so-so. It was mid. Then with this sad emoji, I marked that I had a terrible night's sleep. Moving on to Tuesday, the first thing I marked was that I started work late because I was just so tired from not sleeping the night before. I used a Munchkin for that with another Munchkin that actually says add to cart, but whatever. I think it still works. I just had so much to do at work. I was very stressed, and I don't know. I felt like this sticker fit. With the Designsky Sticker Co. Red Bull can, I marked that this was my first Red Bull in a week because I don't drink Red Bull when I'm not feeling well. Then with an icon from the kit, I marked that I posted on Instagram for the first time in forever, my planner Instagram. Still haven't posted on my personal Instagram since December. Then with this donut that I think is from Scribble Prints Co. on a freebie, I marked that Joe came over and he brought me Cold Stone and then also surprised me with one of the fancy donuts from the fancy donut place. So that was cool. With a Prairie Planner, whatever sticker, I marked that I did a voiceover and edited. Then with this sticker from a printable kit, I marked that I was COVID-free. With this Scribble Prints Co. sticker, I marked that I watched the movie Fractured, specifically the one that's on Netflix, because I know there's like 5 movies called Fractured. And I enjoyed it. It's very predictable. There's nothing really to it, but it's a nice short movie, and I enjoyed it. That's all I'm going to say. So I would watch it again. Then moving on to Wednesday, the first thing I marked was that I had not gone to bed until 3 a.m. I just couldn't sleep. I used another icon for that. With a Munchkin, I marked that I stayed home this day. I just didn't message my boss. She didn't need to know that I was no longer positive with COVID, you know? Like, also, I'm just testing negative. Let me give myself one more day at home just to be sure. Then with a Fox and Cactus Girl, I marked that I had a very stressful day at work again. With another Prairie Planner sticker, I marked that I did yet another voiceover. With a couch from the Prairie Planner, I marked that Joe came over and put taller legs on our living room couch so that I can store my walking pad under there. Then with this anxiety emoji, I marked that I was feeling very, very anxious, like very anxious. I don't know why. With a Netflix sticker from some kit, I marked that I watched the movie Miller's Girl, specifically because I heard there was like a really graphic sex scene between the two and people were really upset about it. And my morbid curiosity was like, oh my God, I have to see what's upsetting everybody. Nothing. There's nothing. I have no idea who started that rumor, but there is no graphic sex scenes. So if that's why you were going to watch that movie, I highly recommend you skip it because it's one of the worst movies I've seen in years. I hated it. It was terrible. Nobody was likable. The story was stupid. The writing was awful. Skip it. Then at 2 a.m., the cats woke me up because they were fighting, and that was really annoying, and I marked that with a paper shire sticker. Moving on to Thursday with a pumpkin paper Kotera, I marked that I was finally back to the office, which was not great. And then I survived my first chat with Amy. This was another reason why this week wasn't amazing. My boss was officially back from Colorado, and she would be back in the office 3 days a week. But I was able to hold my own because we were supposed to talk about some things that I was going to have to bullshit, but we ended up not, and we still haven't. So it's all good. Then with this is from a Pink Planner Shop printable kit, this money jar. I marked that I found $5 on the bathroom floor, which, I don't know, made it a little worth going into the office. I'm $5 richer, go me. Then with this Rabbit Hole Sticker Co. sticker, I marked that I had to rush to get ready once I got home because we were supposed to go to the concert. Then with this emo sticker that my friend Alex from Canada Girl Plans got me from Fox and Cactus, I want to say. These are so cute. Anyway, I marked that we ended up not going. Basically, the tickets fell through, whatever. Then with these munchkins watching TV, I marked that we watched Predestination, which was very interesting, but way too many loopholes, and we like movies with twists at the end, but the twist at the end just wasn't worth the rest of the movie. I would say watch it, but you could also skip it. Then with this stay up late emoji, I marked that we went to bed at 2 a.m. Moving on to Friday, the first thing I marked was that I had a migraine, and I used another Rabbit Hole sticker for that. With a laptop from, I think, a printable kit again, I marked that I drove home to work remote this day. With this acne munchkin, I marked that my skin was just freaking out. I had quite a few cystic zits, and I still have the scars from them right now, as well as a few more little zits popping up. I don't know what's going on with my face, but I'm not loving it. Then with this legal document looking thing from Sticky Perks, I marked that I went to the title tag place with Joe's neighbors who were buying my car to put it in their name. And I was really nervous. I was really stressed out. I'm not from this state, so I don't know the rules. And I was freaking out. Anyway, we go there, and the woman is so fucking nice. And I even had my bill of sale. And I was like, do you need this, for tax purposes? And she's like, it's just the honor system. What did you sell it to them for? And so I told her, and she was like, all right, perfect. I'm just going to write that down. And they were just so nice. So I used an Angel Munchkin for that because I don't know. I almost should throw these away. I never have reasons to use them. I think I've used 2, but hey, here's another reason. Then with this pretzel sticker from Piper Paper Plans, I marked that we got free pretzels because actually the title place, it was in this kind of scary neighborhood, so we were sort of freaked out, and there were all these people outside the title place with these huge speakers and everything. We later found out that they were doing a backpack, whatever it's called, not giveaway, but where they collect things and put them in backpacks and give students who, can't afford it, they give them free backpacks and school supplies. And that was really cool. And they had free Italian ices and free pretzels. And they were like, yeah, once you're done in here, come get some pretzels. So we did. Then with this munchkin holding a slice of pizza, I marked that Joe and I picked up City View Pizza because his friends had ordered it. They were the first to arrive in town with their kids, and we drove it to their hotel. Their kids were absolutely crazy. I'm not going to get into the details. I do enough complaining about children on this channel, so we'll just save it for another time. But I used this Once More with Love sticker for that. Then with this new sticker from Carly Plans, I marked that I called my friend Megan. just to chat for a little bit. And then I ran out of room, but I had originally marked that we were like staying way too late. I was so tired, and they wanted to finish the tennis match that was on, and it wouldn't end. These two guys went like a billion rounds before someone finally lost. So that was not fun. And then I just marked that I was like mad. Then moving on to Saturday, the first thing I marked was that the Nissan was officially gone. It was still technically, even though the woman like had the title, she had the paperwork, the neighbors still had not like gotten insurance, and you need insurance to finish. And so she told them yesterday, she's like, look, the insurance companies are closed right now, but I can get you insurance for this amount tomorrow. And they were like, yeah, that sounds good. So they drove back Saturday. I did not have to go with them, which was nice. And they officially put the car in their name, got new plates, all that jazz. And I used this shark from Fox and Cactus for that. With this iPad from some random printable kit, I marked that I could finally take the Nissan off my insurance, and I was able to get a little bit of a refund because, you know, my next bill wasn't due yet. So I got $97 back, which was nice, better than nothing. With this playground sticker, I marked after that. Joe and I went to, I want to say Benjamin Franklin Park. I can't remember. One of those parks. Anyway, we went to go meet his friends with their kids, because then the second couple were in from Austin, Texas. They got here. So everybody was at the park. We went and hung out with them there. With this cat looking out the window, this is from Fox and Cactus, I believe. I marked that I was just getting really tired of socializing. With this sticker that I think is also from a printable, I marked that we got takeout from a place called Misconduct. Then with an icon from the kit, I marked that we watched The Challenge. Then we were finally able to watch the movie Trap, which I heard a lot of people didn't like. I very much enjoyed it. Besides M. Night Shyamalan's daughter's acting. She is an atrocious actress. She's beautiful. She has great stage presence. But oh my God, you have to just ignore her in any scene she's in, because she takes you right out of the movie. And yeah, it was a little ridiculous and a little like this would never happen. It was unbelievable, but I really liked it, and I love Josh Hartnett, and he was amazing, and I don't care what anybody says. I very much enjoyed it. I would watch it again. Then finally, the last thing for Saturday was that we went to bed at 4 a.m, used another late night munchkin for that. And then finally, moving on to Sunday, the first thing I marked with this emoji sticker was that everyone came to Joe's tiny apartment. It was a lot. 3 kids, a billion adults, not fun. With this stick with a Planco sticker, I marked that one couple from Austin, their baby was at that really fun age, I think like 7 months, where he was like smiling and cuddly and he wasn't scared of strangers. So I just marked baby cuddles for that, because when we first met him, he was still like a useless blob, you know, where they just stare into the abyss. Then with this Doritos sticker from I can't remember where, I marked that I just could not with the chips. Oh my God, this is such a long story. I will try to keep it brief. The short version is the little girl, her mom told her that she could not have any more chips because she had already had 2 giant adult-sized serving of potato chips. She said she couldn't have any more chips until she finished her peanut butter sandwich, but she kept whining and going, I want chips. I want chips. That finally, I turn around, I see her walking by with a giant bowl of chips, and I was like, Joe, did you just give her chips? And he was like, no, her mother did. And nothing bothers me more than empty, I wouldn't call it a threat, but like not standing your ground with your kid. If you say no chips until your fucking sandwich is gone, no chips until the sandwich is gone. It's really hard to bite my tongue, but I know there are certain people you can't like tell them what a terrible mother they are, even though they are. So that really bothered me. I was like, I almost needed to leave the room because that makes me so angry. Then with this go away stick with Planco sticker, I marked that my social battery was drained. It was done. It was like 6 p.m. at this point, and I had been with people for 3 days in a row. Then with this Fox and Cactus girl who's like not super excited to party, I marked that I went to the party against my better judgment. With this other Fox and Cactus girl, I marked that I got tackled. With a rabbit hole sticker sticker, I marked that I tried not to cry. And then the final thing for Sunday with this munchkin drinking wine, I think actually this is a wine sticker, even though it looks like beer, I marked that I drank way too much. Okay. I finished everything. My God. Anyway, that's it for this week. I apologize for all of the missing footage and just everything. I apologize. I really apologize. But if you watched the whole way through, thank you so much, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.